3 criminal cases so far, 78 felony charges, and if he were to be found guilty and given the max penalty, it would add up to 641 years in prison. But that needs context, so let's break it down case by case. Our sources are the 3 indictments against former President Donald Trump, plus the criminal codes for New York and the United States. We also spoke with law professor Paul Schiff-Berman for some context. The first stop on this legal saga was in April in Manhattan. Trump pleading not guilty to 34 counts of falsifying business records, each count with a maximum prison sentence of 4 years. The case brought by Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg.
We cannot and will not normalize serious criminal conduct.
Next was a federal case brought by special counsel Jack Smith in June. Former President Trump facing numerous charges for his alleged mishandling of classified documents. Altogether, he could face up to 450 years in prison if found guilty.
Today we witness the most evil and heinous abuse of power in the history of our country.
And that brings us to today. Former President Trump now facing a 3rd criminal case and numerous charges connected to his alleged attempts to overturn the 2020 election. 4 charges that could tally up to a max of 55 years.
The attack on our nation's capital on January 6th, 2021 was an unprecedented assault on the seat of American democracy.
When you add these all up, you land at 641 years in prison. But our legal expert tells us that this needs some serious context. First, he may not be found guilty on all charges. Also, he may not get the maximum on all these charges. In fact, he could just face fines for many of these violations. And lastly, any prison time he does get could run concurrently instead of back to back. And we're not done yet. There is another investigation out of Georgia. The district attorney for Fulton County is currently looking into alleged election interference during the 2020 election in Georgia. Central to that case is the now infamous phone call Trump had with Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, where he asked him to, quote, find 11,870 voters. The Fulton County DA indicated that we could see an indictment within the next 2 weeks. Leslie?